On Saturday, January 3, 2026, California is facing one of the most extreme winter weather events in its recorded history as powerful storms grip the state. A prolonged series of atmospheric rivers combined with unusual ocean cooling and shifting pressure patterns has transformed much of California into a frozen landscape. Millions of residents remain under winter weather alerts as snow, ice, and bitter cold disrupt daily life and strain critical infrastructure across the state. Governor Gavin Newsom has expanded the state of emergency to 25 counties, spanning from the Oregon border southward into the mountains of Southern California. What began as a routine winter system has escalated into a historic blizzard event in the Sierra Nevada, far exceeding early forecasts. High-elevation passes have recorded more than 12 feet of snow in just 3 days, overwhelming road crews and emergency responders. Even lower elevations, where frost is uncommon, are reporting measurable snowfall, creating hazardous conditions in communities unaccustomed to winter weather. State officials warn that the combination of deep snow, extreme cold, and limited access is creating dangerous conditions statewide. The National Weather Service has issued rare blizzard warnings for Southern California's mountain regions, an occurrence seen only a few times in the past century. Communities including Lake Arrowhead and Big Bear have been completely snowed in, with officials reporting many secondary roads are impassable. Emergency crews say whiteout conditions and deep drifts are preventing access to isolated neighborhoods. California's transportation network has been pushed to a standstill by what officials are calling the Great Freeze of 2026. Interstate 80 over Donner Pass remains closed indefinitely due to zero visibility and extreme avalanche danger. Other Sierra routes have also been shut down as snow removal crews struggle to keep pace with relentless snowfall. Ground crews are battling icy runways, heavy snow accumulation, and strong wind shear, causing widespread delays and disruptions. Utility officials report widespread infrastructure damage as heavy, moisture-laden snow continues to weigh down trees and power lines. Pacific Gas and Electric says more than 350,000 customers across California remain without electricity as crews struggle to access damaged areas. Thousands of trees have toppled under the weight of snow, severing power lines and blocking roads throughout mountain and foothill communities. Restoration efforts are being slowed by deep drifts, impassable roads, and ongoing whiteout conditions. One of the storm's most surprising impacts has been snowfall in low-elevation regions rarely affected by winter weather. Residents in the Antelope Valley and parts of the Inland Empire woke up to snow-covered streets and vehicles. Images of palm trees buried under snow have spread widely, highlighting the unusual reach of this historic cold outbreak. Officials warn that unfamiliar winter conditions in these areas increase the risk of accidents and power disruptions. Meteorologists say the extreme cold is the result of a disrupted polar vortex that allowed Arctic air to plunge unusually far south. That frigid air mass collided with moisture-rich Pacific systems, producing intense snowfall across much of California. While the massive snowpack offers long-term benefits for the state's water supply, the immediate impacts remain severe. Agricultural regions are facing heightened risk as freezing temperatures threaten crops across the Central Valley. Citrus and almond growers are scrambling to protect orchards from prolonged cold that could cause lasting economic damage. Climate experts say the water content in this snow is unusually high, increasing stress on trees, structures, and power lines. Forecasters are also monitoring the risk of rain falling on deep snow next week, a scenario that could trigger dangerous flooding. Officials warn that rapid melting could overwhelm rivers, reservoirs, and downstream communities if temperatures rise suddenly. State emergency agencies have expanded operations as conditions worsen, deploying additional resources to hard-hit mountain and rural communities. CAL FIRE and the California National Guard are assisting with search and rescue missions where roads are blocked and residents are stranded.
Well, as you can see, it's snowing and it's snowing hard. Interstate 80 has been closed since the late hours, or the early hours of this morning. With that being said, we don't anticipate opening anytime soon just due to, well, as you can see, extremely heavy snowfall, really low visibility. In places going up the summit this morning, you're going to see visibility down to 10, 20 feet. So,
officials warn that black ice, drifting snow, and sudden whiteouts are making driving extremely dangerous, even on treated highways. Residents are urged to prepare for extended isolation by stocking food, water, medications, and warm clothing for at least 72 hours. Special warnings have been issued for elderly residents and those relying on electric heating or medical equipment. Travelers are being advised to delay non-essential trips and monitor Caltrans QuickMap for real-time road closures and conditions. Emergency shelters have been opened in several counties for residents displaced by power outages or unsafe housing conditions. Authorities stress that rescue crews may not be able to reach everyone immediately due to ongoing storm hazards. Meanwhile, Mammoth Lakes has been transformed into an isolated alpine stronghold after a historic superstorm dumped more than 10 feet of snow in just 2 days. Local officials have issued a strict stay-at-home order as whiteout conditions and extreme avalanche danger make travel life-threatening. All major access routes, including Highway 395, remain closed indefinitely while crews assess avalanche paths and buried roadways.
get up towards 100 miles an hour over the summit tonight, which is just going to increase our whiteout conditions. We got a Caltrans grader working hard to try and get some things cleared up. And as you can see, yeah, he's in there deep.
Utility crews say repairs cannot safely begin until winds weaken, leaving many residents without electricity or heat. Authorities have received reports of roof collapses on older buildings and are urging residents to clear snow buildup where it is safe to do so. With cellular service unreliable, emergency alerts are being delivered through satellite-based systems to reach residents and stranded visitors. Mammoth Mountain Ski Resort has suspended all operations, citing unprecedented avalanche danger and unsafe conditions across all terrain. Resort officials say this storm has pushed conditions beyond normal winter operations, shifting the focus entirely to safety and recovery. Caltrans has shut down Highway 395 from Bishop to Bridgeport, where natural avalanches have blocked key mountain grades. Mono County officials warn travelers not to attempt access, stressing that search and rescue resources are fully committed to life safety emergencies. State officials emphasize this is not recreational snow, warning that many roads could remain closed for a week or longer. Already, the winter of 2026 is being compared to California's most extreme historical storms, marking a rare event expected only once in a lifetime.